The book of Yahusha, also known as Joshua, chapter 11. And it came to pass when Yavin, king of Shatzor, had heard those things, that he sent to Yovav, king of Madon, and to the king of Shimron, and to the king of Ashkap, and to the kings that were on the north of the mountains, and of the plains south of Kinneroth, and in the valley, and in the borders of Doron, the west, and to the Kenai on the east, and on the west, and to the Emori, and the Chitti, and the Perizi, and the Yavusi in the mountains, and to the Chivi under Sherma, in the land of Mitzpah. And they went out, they and all their hosts with them, much people, even as the sand that is upon the seashore, in multitude, with horses and chariots, very many. And when all these kings were met together, they came and pitched together at the waters of Merom to fight against Israel. And Yah said unto Yahusha, Be not afraid because of them, for tomorrow about this time will I deliver them up all slain before Israel. You shall haul their horses and burn their chariots with fire. So Yahusha came, and all the people of war with him, against them by the waters of Merom suddenly, and they fell upon them, and Yah delivered them into the hand of Israel, who smote them, and chased them unto great Sidon, and unto Mizraphah, Maim, and unto the valley of Mitzpah eastward. And they smote them until they left them none remaining. And Yahusha did unto them as Yah bade him. He houghed their horses and burnt their chariots with fire. And Yahusha at the time turned back and took Shatzor and smote the king thereof with the sword. For Shatzor before time was the head of all those kingdoms. And they smote all the souls that were therein with the edge of the sword, utterly destroying them. There was not any left to breathe. And he burnt Shatzor with fire. And all the cities of those kings, and all the kings of them did Yahusha take, and smote them with the edge of the sword, and he utterly destroyed them, as Moshe the servant of Yah commanded. But as for the cities that stood still in their strength, Israel burned none of them, save Shatzor only, that did Yahusha burn. And all the spoil of these cities and the cattle the children of Israel took for a prey unto themselves, but every man they smote with the edge of the sword, until they had destroyed them, neither left they any to breathe. As Yah commanded Moshe his servant, so did Moshe command Yahusha, and so did Yahusha. He left nothing undone of all that Yah commanded Moshe. So Yahusha took all that land, the hills, and all the country of the Negev, and all the land of Goshen, and the valley, and the plain, and the mountain of Israel, and the valley of the same, even from Mount Shalat, that goes up to Seir, even unto Baal Gad, in the valley of Lebanon under Mount Hermon, and all their kings he took and smote them and slew them. Yahusha made war a long time with all those kings. There was not a city that made peace with children of Israel, save the Shiviim, the inhabitants of Gibeon. All other they took in battle. For it was of Yah to harden their hearts, that they should come against Israel in battle, that he might destroy them utterly, and that they might have no favor, but that he might destroy them, as Yah commanded Moshe. And at that time came Yahusha and cut the Anakim from the mountains, from Hebron, from Davir, from Anav, and from all the mountains of Yehuda, and from all the mountains of Israel. Yahusha destroyed them utterly with their cities. There was none of the Anakim left in the land of the children of Israel, only in Gaza, in Gath, and in Ashdod there remained. So Yahusha took the whole land according to all that Yah said unto Moshe, and Yahusha gave it for an inheritance unto Israel according to their divisions by their tribes, and the land rested from war. Yahusha, chapter 12. Now these are the kings of the land which the children of Israel smote and possessed their land on the other side Jordan, toward the rising of the sun. And all the plain on the east, Sihon king of the Amorim, who dwelt in Sheshbon, and ruled from Eroyar, which is upon the bank of the river Arnon, and from the middle of the river, and from Hav-Gilead, even unto the river Yabok, which is the border of the children of Ammon, and from the plain to the sea of Kinneroth on the east, and unto the sea of the plain, even the salt sea on the east, the way to Bet ha-Yeshemoth, and from the south under Ashdod Hapikah, in the coast of Gog, king of Bashan, which was of the remnant of the Rephaim, that dwelt at Ashtaroth and at Idrei, and reigned in Mount Hermon, and in Kalka, and in all Bashan unto the border of the Geshurim, and the Makkathim, and half Gilead, the border of Sihon king of Sheshbon. Them did Moshe the servant of Yah and the children of Israel smite, and Moshe the servant of Yah gave it for possession unto the Reubenim, and the Gadiim, and the half tribe of Manasseh. And these are the kings of the country which Yahusha and the children of Israel smote on this side Jordan on the west, from Baal Gad in the valley of Lebanon, even unto Mount Shelat, that goes up to Seir, which Yahusha gave unto the tribes of Israel for a possession according to their divisions, in the mountains, and in the valleys, and in the plains, and in the springs, and in the wilderness, and in the country of the Negev, the Shittim, and the Amorim, and the Canaim, and the Perizzium, and the Shivaim, and the Yevusiim. The king of Jericho won, the king of Ai, which is besides Beth El, won, the king of Jerusalem won, the king of Hebron won, the king of Yarmuth won, the king of Lachish won, the king of Eglon won, the king of Gezer won, the king of Deborah won, the king of Gadir won, the king of Hormah won, the king of Arad won, the king of Libnah won, the king of Adullam won, the king of Makkedah won, the king of Beth El won, the king of Tupoach won, the king of Shepher won, the king of Ephah won, the king of Lasharon won, the king of Madon won, the king of Shatzar won, the king of Shimron Meron won, and the king of Akshaph won, and the king of Tanakh won, the king of Megiddo won, the king of Kadesh won, the king of Yokneam of Carmel won, the king of Dor in the coast of Dor won, and the king of the nations of Gilgal won, the king of Sursah won, all the kings 30 and 1. Yahusha, chapter 13. Now Yahusha was old and stricken in years, and Yah said unto him, You are old and stricken in years, and there remains yet very much land to be possessed. This is the land that yet remains, all the borders of the Pelishtim, and all Gershuri, from Shihor, which is before Mitzrayim, even unto the borders of Ekron, northward, which is counted to the Kenai, 5 lords of the Pelishtim, the Gazithim, and the Ashdodium, and the Ashkelonium, and the Gittium, and the Ekronium, and also the Avium. From the south, all the land of the Canaanium, and Mirar, that is besides the Sidonium, unto Ephah, to the borders of the Amorium, and the land of Gibelim, and all Lebanon toward the sunrising, from Baal Gad under Mount Hermon, unto the entering into Shammah, all the inhabitants of the hill country from Lebanon unto Mizrephoth Maim, and all the Sidonium, them will I drive out from before the children of Israel, only divided by lot unto Israel for an inheritance, as I have commanded you. Now therefore divide this land for an inheritance unto the 9 tribes, and the half tribe of Manasseh, with whom the Reubenim and the Gadiim have received their inheritance, which Moshe gave them beyond Jordan eastward, even as Moshe the servant of Yah gave them, from Aroer, that is upon the bank of the river Arnon, and the city that is in the midst of the river, and all the plain of Medava unto Divon, and all the cities of Sihon king of the Amorium, which reigned in Sheshbon, unto the border of the children of Ammon, and Gilead, and the border of the Gershurim, and Maakathim, and all Mount Hermon, and all Bashan unto Kalka, all the kingdom of Og and Bashan, which reigned in Ashtaroth, and in Edrei, who remained of the remnant of the Rephaim, for these did Moshe smite and cast them out. Nevertheless, the children of Israel expelled not the Gershurim, nor the Maakathim, but the Gershurim and the Maakathim dwell among Israel unto this day. Only unto the tribe of Levi he gave none inheritance. The sacrifices of Yah Elohim of Israel, made by fire, are their inheritance, as he said unto them. And Moshe gave unto the tribe of the children of Reuben inheritance according to their families, and their coast was from Aroer, that is on the bank of the river Arnon, and the city that is in the midst of the river, and all the plain by Medava, Sheshbon, and all her cities that are in the plain, Divon, and Baalmoth Baal, and Bet Baal Meon, and Yatzah, and Kedemoth, and Mepaath, and Kiriathaim, and Sebam, and Siraph Hashashar, in the mount of the valley, and Beit Peor, and Ashtath Pekah, and Beit Ha Yeshimoth, and all the cities of the plain, and all the kingdom of Sihon, king of the Amorium, which reigned in Heshbon, whom Moshe smote with the princes of Midian, Evi, and Requim, and Sur, and Hori, and Riva, which were dukes of Sihon, dwelling in the country. Balaam also the son of Beor, the soothsayer, did the children of Israel slay with the sword among them that were slain by them. And the border of the children of Reuben was Jordan. In the border thereof, this was the inheritance of the children of Reuben after their families. The cities and the villages thereof. And Moshe gave inheritance unto the tribe of Gad, even unto the children of Gad according to their families. And their coast was Yazer, and all the cities of Gilead, and half the land of the children of Ammon, unto Aroer, that is before Rabbah, and from Sheshbon unto Ramah Mizpah, and Betonium, and from Mahanaim unto the border of Dibir, and in the valley Beit Haram, and Beit Nimrah, and Succoth, and Sephon, the rest of the kingdom of Sihon, king of Sheshbon, Yarden in his border.
What happened?
Even unto the edge of the sea of Kinneroth, on the other side Yarden, eastward. This is the inheritance of the children of Gad after their families, the cities and their villages. And Moshe gave inheritance unto the half tribe of Manasseh. And this was the possession of the half tribe of the children of Manasseh by their families. And their coast was from Machanaim, all Bashan, all the kingdom of Og, king of Bashan, and all the towns of Yair, which are in Bashan, 80 cities, and half Gilead, and Ashtaroth, and Edrei, cities of the kingdom of Og and Bashan, were pertaining unto the children of Machir, the son of Manasseh, even to the one half of the children of Machir by their families. These are the countries which Moshe did distribute for an inheritance in the plains of Moab on the other side, Yarden, by Jericho eastward. But unto the tribe of Levi Moshe gave not any inheritance. Yah Elohim of Israel was their inheritance, as he said unto them. And these are the Yahusha chapter 14. And these are the countries which the children of Israel inherited in the land of Canaan, which Eleazar the priest and Yahusha the son of Nun, and the heads of the fathers of the tribes of the children of Israel, distributed for an inheritance to them. By lot was their inheritance, as Yah commanded by the hand of Moshe, for the 9 tribes and for the half tribe. For Moshe had given the inheritance of 2 tribes and a half tribe on the other side Yarden, but unto the Levium he gave none inheritance among them. For the children of Joseph were 2 tribes, Manasseh and Ephraim. Therefore they gave no part unto the Levium in the hand, save cities to dwell in, with their suburbs for their cattle and for their substance. As Yah commanded Moshe, so the children of Israel did, and they divided the land. Then the children of Yehudah came unto El-Yahusha in Gilgal, and Caleb the son of Jephunneh the Kezni said unto him, You know the thing which that Yah said unto Moshe, the man of Elohim, concerning me and you in Kadesh Barnea. 40 years old was I when Moshe, the servant of Yah, sent me from Kadesh Barnea to spy out the land, and I brought him word again, as it was in my heart. Nevertheless, my brother that went up with me made the heart of the people melt, but I wholly followed Yah Elohai. And Moshe swore on that day, saying, Surely the land whereon your feet have trodden shall be your inheritance, and your children's forever, because you have wholly followed Yah Elohai. And now, behold, Yah has kept me alive, as he said, these 45 years, even since Yah spoke this word unto Moshe while the children of Israel wandered in the wilderness. And now, lo, I am this day 85 years old. As yet I am as strong this day as I was in the day that Moshe sent me. As my strength was then, even so is my strength now for war, both to go out and to come in. Now therefore give me this mountain whereof Yah spoke in that day. For you heard in that day how the Anakim were there, and that the cities were great and fenced. If so be Yah will be with me, then I shall be able to drive them out, as Yah said. And Yahusha blessed him and gave unto Caleb the son of Jephunneh Hebron for an inheritance. Hebron therefore became the inheritance of Caleb the son of Jephunneh the Kezni unto this day, because that he wholly followed Yah Elohim of Israel. And the name of Hebron before was Kiryat Arba, which Arba was a great man among the Anakim, and the land had rest from war. Yahusha, chapter 15. This then was the lot of the tribe of the children of Yehudah by their families, even to the border of Edom. The wilderness of Sin southward was the uttermost part of the south coast, and their south border was from the shore of the Salt Sea, from the bay that looked southward. And it went out to the south side of Ma'aleh Akrabiam, and passed along to Sin, and ascended up on the south side unto Kadesh Barnea, and passed along to Shesron, and went up to Adar, and fetched a compass to Karka. From thence it passed toward Atzmon, and went out unto the river of Mitzrayim, and the goings out of the coast were at the sea. This shall be your south coast. And the east border was the Salt Sea, even unto the end of Yarden, and their border in the north quarter was from the bay of the sea at the uttermost part of Yarden. And the border went up to Bet Shogla, and passed along by the north of Bet Havarah. And the border went up to the stone of Bohan the son of Reuben. And the border went up towards Zevir from Amik Akor, and so northward, looking toward Gilgal, that is before the going up to Adumium, which is on the south side of the river. And the border passed toward the waters of En Shemesh, and the goings out thereof were at En Rogel. And the border went up by the valley of the son of Hinnom unto the south side of the Yevusi, the same as Jerusalem. And the border went up to the top of the mountain that lies before the valley of Hinnom westward, which is at the end of the valley of the Rephaim northward. And the border was drawn from the top of the hill unto the fountain of the water of Nephtoah, and went out to the cities of Mount Ephraim. And the border was drawn to Baalah, which is Kit Yaram. The border compassed from Baalah westward unto Mount Seir, and passed along unto the side of the mountain Yerim, which is Kekalon, on the north side, and went down to Bet Shemesh, and passed on to Timnah. And the border went out unto the side of Ekron northward, and the border was drawn to Shekeron, and passed along unto Mount Baalah, and went out to Yabneel. And the goings out of the border were at the sea. And the west border was to the great sea, and the coast thereof. This is the coast of the children of Yehudah round about according to their families. And unto Caleb the son of Jephunneh he gave a part among the children of Yehudah, according to the commandment of Yah to Yahusha, even Kiryat Arba the father of Anak, which city is Hebron. And Caleb drove thence the three sons of Anak, Sheshai and Achiman and Talmai, the children of Anak. He went up thence to the inhabitants of Devir. And the name of Devir before was Kiryat Sefer. And Caleb said, he that smites Kiryat Sefer and takes it to him will I give Akah my daughter to be his woman. And Othniel the son of Kenaz, the brother of Caleb, took it, and he gave him Akah his daughter to be his woman. And it came to pass, as she came unto him, that she moved him to ask of her father a field. And she lighted off her ass, and Caleb said unto her, what would you? Who answered, give me a blessing, for you have given me a south land. Give me also springs of water. And he gave her the upper springs and the nether springs. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Yehudah according to their families. And the uttermost cities of the tribe of the children of Yehudah toward the coast of Edom southward were Katzia, and Eder, and Uger, and Cana, and Dimona, and Adah, and Kadesh, and Shatzor, and Yithanan, Ziph, and Telem, and Baaloth, and Shatzor, Shatta, Kira, and Sheshram, which is Shatzor, Amam, and Shema, and Malada, and Shatzor Garah, and Sheshman, and Bet Pelet, and Shatzor Shaula, and Beersheba, and Bizyathah, Bala, and Ayam, and Itzam, and Italad, and Kisiel, and Hormah, and Siklag, and Madmenah, and Sek, and Kankana, and Levaoth, and Shichem, and An, and Rimmon. All the cities were 29 with their villages, and in the valley Eshtaol, and Surah, and Ashna, and Zonaah, and Enganim, Tupach, and Anam, Yarmuth, and Adullam Sokah, and Azekah, and Shariam, and Athiam, and Gedera, and Gederothiam, 14 cities with their villages, Sanan, and Shaddasah, and Migdal Gad, and Delon, and Mitzpah, and Yoktheel, Lachish, and Botzkar, and Eglon, and Kaban, and Lachmat, and Kithlish, and Gederoth, Beet Dagon, and Naamah, and Mekeda, 16 cities with their villages, Libnah, and Ether, and Ashnan, and Yittach, and Ashna, and Netziv, and Keilah, and Achziv, and Marashah, 9 cities with their villages, Ekron with her towns and her villages, from Ekron even unto the sea, all that lay near Ashdod with their villages, Ashdod with her towns and her villages, Gaza with her towns and her villages, unto the river of Mitzrayim, and the great sea, in the border thereof, and in the mountains Shamir, and Yatir, and Sokah, and Dana, and Kirkana, which is Zevir, and Anav, and Ashtemoth, and Eniam, and Goshen, and Sholon, and Gilo, 11 cities with their villages, Arav, and Duma, and Eshan, and Yanim, and Bet Tupoach, and Afka, and Shutma, and Kirt Arba, which is Hebron, and Seir, 9 cities with their villages, Ma'on, Carmel, and Ziph, and Utah, and Yisrael, and Yokdiam, and Zonoat, Cain, Giva, and Timnah, 10 cities with their villages, Shalshul, Beetzor, and Gedar, and Meraoth, and Bet Anoth, and Etkalon, 6 cities with their villages, Kiryat Baal, which is Kiryat Yearim, and Rabbah, 2 cities with their villages, in the wilderness, Bet Ha-Arah, Midian, and Sekah, and Nifshon, and the city of Salt, and En Gedi, 6 cities with their villages. As for the Yerusiam, the inhabitants of Jerusalem, the children of Yehuda, could not drive them out, but the Yerusiam dwell with the children of Yehuda at Jerusalem unto this day.